Hello, everyone, and welcome to Munn Ice Arena in East Lansing. Michigan State Women's Hockey live on Flow Sports, presented by Open Ended Media. The Adrian Bulldogs in town for Game 2 of a home and away doubleheader. The Spartans, they got rocked last night. It was 8-1. Adrian Bulldogs getting the job done on their home ice. Spartans looking to return the favor on this Sunday afternoon. Big weekend for Michigan State sports. Guys lost to Duke on the basketball floor yesterday against Duke. Men's hockey couldn't take care of Michigan, so it's up to the women to try to salvage this weekend for Michigan State athletics. I'm Colton Wesley. Couldn't be happier to be here. This is an Adrian team on a 10-win streak. Spartans had 5 in a row coming into last night, but you run into that Adrian buzzsaw. You got to play your absolute best to keep up. They did not, and they will look for a better performance today. Starting lineup for the Spartans: Claire Leonard, Eileen Carey, Anna Robleski, Gracie Anderson, Avery Hayward, and Brooklyn Maddox. Spartans will skate left to right across your screen. Green helmets, white shirts, green pants. Adrian with it in their own zone. Brenna Ward working along the far boards, knocked away and back in behind. Bulldogs trying to get it out off the stick of Chloe Gregory. Had a pair of goals last night. Turned over at the blue line, going to get all the way in behind in the attacking zone for Adrian. Spartans rally defensively to get it out. Avery Hayward skating along the left side over the blue line, waiting for changes, sends it in, and it'll be gloved and held by Olivia Talpick. Starting lineup for the Bulldogs: Nadia Nickel, Tyler Turnbull, Taylor Robinson, Brenna Ward, Chloe Gregory, and Olivia Talpick in goal. Taylor Kincaid, the winning goalie last night for the Bulldogs, conceding just 1 goal, 25 saves. But Talpick, for her part, averages only about a goal allowed per game and a .944 save percentage as she covers that one at the near post. We'll have another face-off, 19:04 to go in the first period. Face-off in the right circle, Ava Schuster in for Michigan State. Around behind the net, Bulldogs will try to work it out now through the middle. Ashlyn Stitt under pressure, turns it over. Spartans with it at their own blue line. Here's Asher Princeton trying to send it along the near boards. In behind it goes. Taken there by Taryn Morris for the Bulldogs. Into neutral ice, here they come. Over the right side. Trying to center it from the corner. The shot is blocked by Maddox in behind. The rebound centered. The shot by Stitt. And Maddox somehow gets on it and covers it. Falling sideways, making the stop. It's a big save for Maddox. Had a rough night last night. 207 goals against average, 921 save percentage. Good numbers. A trustworthy goalie for the Spartans team, but last night really struggled. Gave up 6 goals in 30 minutes. They pulled her midway through the second period after a flurry by the Bulldogs. Just an off night for her, and they put her back in tonight. Obviously, a player that you trust a great deal, an experienced, level-headed, capable goalie. So Spartans more than happy to have her in the net to try again against this Adrian front. Big hit at the blue line as that puck is flipped up and into the Adrian bench. Kira Motter laying the wood, down on a knee at the blue line. Able to get back up. We'll have a face-off in the left circle. 18:06 to go first period. No score between the Adrian Bulldogs and the Michigan State Spartans. Face-off, drop back to Claire Leonard. Had an assist last night, lost the puck, coming the other way. Valentina Young. Young had an assist last night as well, stolen by Leonard. Leonard coming the other way, 2-on-2 on the outside. Leonard trying to center it offline, picked off by Ward. Ward sends it ahead, trying to get it to Sophie Kuzminski. Missed her, picked up in the neutral zone by Michigan State, dumped along the boards. Kuzminski knocks it around back to Nickel. Through the split in the middle, and they might have something here. Good work defensively to rally. Sydney Haggart had an opportunity there, caught from behind by the defense. And the Spartans get it away. Bulldogs will set it up in their own zone once again. On to Chloe Gregory. Scored a pair last night. Frozen along the far boards in front of the Adrian bench. 4 Bulldogs and 2 Spartans out there all trying to dig it out. Bulldogs will be successful. Ward. Around behind her own net to Nickel. Nickel spinning away, sends it back to Ward. Adrian wearing their Bumblebee jerseys, yellow and black shirts, black pants, black helmets with stripes on the legs and the arms. Swung around behind, Taylor Robinson behind the net. Double teamed quickly, gets it out to Gregory. Gregory in the far corner. Draws the double team. Spartans get on the puck, frozen, swung around behind, picked up by MSU. Nikki Siciliano lifts it off the boards, gets it into neutral ice, picked up by Sierra Rats. Turned over at the blue line. Robleski under pressure, turns it back over. Adrian skating on in. Good defensive work. Tyler Turnbull was right there, but Siciliano got a stick in and denied the shot. Back to the top. Turnbull again sends it in. Knocked down in front and saved by Maddox. Puck got lifted in, dropped right in front of Ashlyn Stitt, who sends it in. Point blank with Maddox, but Brooklyn makes the stop. 16:15 to go first period. Good start for Maddox, but the Spartans are going to need to limit those good opportunities that the Bulldogs are having here in the early going. That one deflected on its way in. Maddox pokes it away, picked up by MSU. Trying to get it ahead, Hayward. Working in combination on the outside, Robleski tries to center it. Poked away by Taupik into the corner. Cleared away into neutral ice, picked up by Mia Galassini, who gets it away. We've played 4 minutes. No score between Adrian and Michigan State. Spartan attackers getting sticks on that. Asher Princeton picks it up behind the net. Princeton, one of the most dynamic skaters on the Spartans roster. Drops it off for Galassini, working into the corner. Galassini stops, turns, under pressure. Down into the corner. And taken away by Taryn Morris. Cleared away. Spartans applying some pressure so far. Megan McLucky sends it through the middle, looking for Ava Schuster, knocked away. Picked up by Galassini at her own blue line under heavy pressure, spins away, tries to flick it on ahead. It's intercepted, but taken away by Princeton, who tries to get it ahead, knocked away. Battle for it in center ice. Nice stick handling to get free by Kazminski. But the Spartans rally to the defense once again. Back into the middle, Haggart. All on the outside. 3 Bulldogs all in close proximity, trying to muscle this puck up the right side. They get it all the way in behind, trying to center it. Knocked away. Out wide, back to the top again. Spinning on it is Haggart. Tries to center it at the blue line. Haggart backhands it in behind. Picked up by Gregory. Trying to center it. Back to Gregory on the far side. It's knocked around. It's just wide. Spinning wide of the post. And the Spartans get it. And Galassini gratefully sends it away. It'll go behind for icing with 14:10 left in the first period. Maddox under a lot of pressure in this first period. Holding up so far. No score. Played almost 6 minutes of hockey here at Mount Ice Arena. Face off in the right circle. Galassini trying to get rid of it. Immediately draws the pressure. Spartans rally defensively, try to get it out. It's knocked around in the slot, picked up by Galassini. Spartans are having trouble getting the puck off of their sticks defensively, just getting the puck forward and out of danger. Bulldogs playing very aggressively at the goal, trying to create mistakes, trying to create opportunities for themselves in front of net. Trying to skate out of it, Brenna Ward in her own zone. Ward lifts it on, knocked down, picked up by the Bulldogs, then lost. Spartans trying to get it out on the near boards, and they will. Goes in behind, 13.5 to go first period. Spartans have got to find a way to release some of this pressure. Not possessing the puck a great deal. Face off back to the top of the zone. Robinson lost it. Ainsley Campbell there trying to do something. All the way back into the far corner. Spartans trying to get it out. Referee gets in the way. On to Kira Motter, lifted clear. Nickel keeps it in the zone. Spartans able to get it out. All the way across, Gregory dumps it in, and the Bulldogs will make changes. Gibson, her first touch of the puck, trying to center it for Michigan State, taken away by the Bulldogs. Is a Sierra Rats. All the way through, over the blue line, picked up by Siciliano from Michigan State. Claire Leonard, the captain, sends it clear. Bulldogs pick it up in their own zone. Rats, left defense, working her way up. Gets it poked away, trying to get back on it is Hayward. Hayward, over the blue line. Hayward trying to skate in, surrounded by Bulldogs. Keeps the puck, skating in the left circle. Hayward still on it, trying to center it. Had someone there, was trying to squeeze it into Robleski in front of net, but too many Bulldogs in the way. 12:25 to go. Here comes Adrian. Knocked to the ice and cleared. Here come the Spartans. Hayward. Lost it at the back line. Bulldogs trying to work it through the middle now. Off a stick picked up by Schuster in her own end. Schuster rips one off the rear board, sent right back where it came from first time. Lindahl on the puck now. Josie Lindahl trying to get it ahead. Knocked down by Hubbard at the blue line. Spartans get it over. Here comes Schuster. Immediately dispossessed by Hubbard. Under 12 to play. No score first period. Sent through the middle, picked up by Galassini from Michigan State. Galassini on the near side, now Princeton. Princeton touches it along, giving chase behind the net. Hubbard gets there first for Adrian. Tries to lift it off the board. Spartans applying some pressure, trying to win the puck. Knocked out over the blue line, and here come the Bulldogs. Haggart leads the way. Haggart draws the double team. Spartans get in there defensively and get the puck off of her. Trying to spin away is Asher Princeton. Now behind the net, frozen along the boards, 2v2. Princeton comes away with the puck. Lifts it away all the way across. On the logo, here they come. Leading the way is Abby Yesh. Skating through into the slot, over to Schuster on the far side. Tries to set it in behind to Princeton. Princeton tries to backhand it right in front, but it's knocked away by the defense. And here they come the other way, Ava Seychel. Into the middle, taken away, coming the other way, Schuster. Schuster in the center, shoots, glove save by Taupik. Talbot hasn't been tested that much, but the Spartans doing a much better job alleviating some of the pressure on Brooklyn Maddox, just keeping the puck out of their own zone more in the last couple of minutes. Gracie Anderson sends it all the way across. Pings off the far corner, passed away, trying to get it to Gregory, but that's too far for her. Maddox has to come out to punch it into the corner. Bulldogs rally to the puck, trying to center it. The pass inside is kicked away by the defender. I think it was Aaron Schlee who got a piece of that. Into the near corner, 10.5 to go. No score first period. Nickel. Turnbull in the corner, dispossessed by Schlee. Rips it off her own boards. Outside to Mackenzie Huber. Spartans have numbers if they hurry. Huber sends it on. Motter can't keep it, but Huber's there to help her. Huber has it over the blue line. Huber leading the way. Tries to center it, and off balance, Taupik. I think she thought the puck was going one way. It took a hop, and she had to flip over to the other side of the goal to make the stop. Bulldogs get it away clear. Spartans have it behind their own net, trying to build something in their own zone. All the way across, trying to find Huber. There was Fontana. Huber trying to give chase to it behind the net. Someone's got their stick loose down in the corner. Picked up by Huber trying to center it. Huber picks it up again in the right circle. Shoots it, blocked by Taupik through the traffic. Tough puck to see. Good stop. Picked up again in the left circle. Huber one time. Glove save. Mackenzie Huber putting on pressure for this Spartans attack, making Taupik work for it. The loose stick is picked up and taken back to the Spartans bench. Looks like it was Kira Motters. 9:43 to go first period. Face off in the left circle. Taken by the Bulldogs behind their own net. Trying to spin around with it is Morris. Gets it out to some help on the outside. Pass across is picked off by Michigan State McLucky. Sends it along. Huber sends it in deep, and the Spartans just get changes on. 9:25 to go in the first. Center pass picked off by Hayward. Hayward putting on some pressure. Rats gets it away. All the way across, trying to get it into Stitt. It's knocked down by Robleski. Hayward there for Michigan State, trying to win the puck back. Rats there to play defense. Behind the net it goes, picked up by the Bulldogs. This is Morris. Swung around outside and taken away by the Spartans in the left circle. Trying to turn on it, turned over. Coming the other way, Stitt through the neutral zone, has help on the outside, gets it over the blue line. Surrounded by 4 MSU jerseys, Valentina Young just doesn't have anywhere to go with it, and the Spartans will take it away and get it away clear. 8:45 to go first period. Kuzminski now with it for the Bulldogs. Skates over the blue line and just manages to stay onside. No, they did not. Late whistle from the ref, 8:33 to go in the first. We'll have a face-off. Kuzminski was moving along the blue line, parallel with it. The rest of the attackers are waiting for that puck in, and it just never came. Face-off. Spartans clear it. Talpick sets it aside for Hubbard. Spartans immediately get the pressure in. Siciliano's up there to play defense. Bulldogs under heavy pressure as they try to get it out. Princeton's here. Princeton has it on the right side, swings it all the way across, goes all the way behind off the boards. Leonard dumps it in behind. Ava Schuster. Princeton centers, shot. What a stop at the near post. Great work by the Spartan offense to create something. They're going to work it back to Anderson, whose shot is off. That was Abby Yesh, who set up at the near post. One-touch passing around the horn for Michigan State. They couldn't get it to go. 7:52 to go. Trying to skate it on in behind by herself is Robinson, doing a good job of it. Spartans have to rally to get it off of her. They get it over to the blue line, but it's picked off there, coming the other way. Leading the charge is Schuster. Schuster finally gets bumped off the puck in the slot. Here come the Bulldogs, 7:30 to go first period. Spartans applying pressure. They win the puck back in the attacking zone. Dumped in behind. Brenna Ward is there for Adrian, spinning away behind the net. Back to Nickel. Nickel tries to pass it off, but the Spartans rallying defensively in the attacking zone. 5 MSU skaters on the plus side of the blue line as the Bulldogs try to work this one out. On to Gregory. Gregory dumps it off the boards, and the Spartans will retrieve it while the Bulldogs make changes. Pass through the middle, Reineck. Across the way, offline, picked off by Rats in the left circle. Rats shoots, deflected by the defender. Loose in the left circle. Rats trying to get back on it. Under 7 to go. Drops it off to Stitt at the top of the zone. Motter's there to play defense. Stitt able to keep it. Fighting for it along the near boards now. Motter trying to dig it out for Michigan State. Motter versus Stitt. Now 2 Bulldogs, 2 Spartans there. Frozen along the near boards. Taken, Genesee Williams. Swings it in behind. Siciliano gets good position, tries to clear, but it's stopped at the blue line. Sending it back in is Morris all the way across into the near corner. Pings off the boards, picked up by Rats, sends it into the corner again. Spartans try to get it cleared, taken away at the top by Morris, who shoots. It's blocked through the traffic by Maddox. The second effort goes wide. 6 1/4 to go. On comes Aaron Schlee. Sends it on to Motter, who sends it to Reineck in the neutral zone, and the Spartans will happily just get it away and get new skaters on. 6 minutes to go in the first. Bulldogs try to work down the right side, but the pass is deflected and goes for icing. So an advanced face-off for MSU, 5:58 to go first period. No score in this one. In the left circle. Behind the net. Ashlyn Stitt trying to work it up the near side. Campbell in the middle. Sends it outside looking for Gibson. It's taken away by Adrian. Here they come. 5:38 to go in the first period. Trying to work outside is Rats. Has to drop it off to the help Young. Young lost it. On the right circle now. Picked up by Haggart. Haggart stopping, spinning, creating space for herself. Haggart dumps it in behind. This is Young. Young on the right side. Turning under heavy pressure. I think it's Fontana who's getting in there. Spartans force the bad pass across, trying to get it out of the zone, and they do. More changes for MSU. 5 minutes to go in the period. Spartans were down 2-1 at the end of one last night. Getting to the end of the first period with no goals. I think they would take that if offered. Hayward trying to stick handle through on the right side and lifts one in a tight window to create a shot, does anyway, and forces the face-off as Talpic nabs it in the glove. 4:48 left in the first period. Spartans definitely playing a better first 15 minutes than they had yesterday. Off the face-off, Leonard swings it in behind. Nickel behind the net. Trying to clear it along the far boards. Away it goes to Gregory. Gregory trying to carry it for the Bulldogs. On the right side, Gregory tries to center it. Blocked by Galassini, who goes flying. Picked up skating behind Robinson. Back to the top, Nickel. Across the way, Ward sends it in, and it's kicked wide by Maddox. Robinson was right there for the rebound, but it missed her. She couldn't get in front of it. And the Spartans are able to get it away, and the Bulldogs will build from behind their own net once more as we approach the 4-minute mark of the first period. Ward. Cross-ice pass is picked off by Princeton in the slot. Not a great decision, but the Bulldogs able to get it back and at least get it into neutral ice. Princeton skating with it. Over the center line, over the blue line, dumps on the boards, gets tripped up, hands in the air, we got a foul. And the Spartans will be up a skater for the next 2 minutes. Pretty easy call, got tripped up as she crossed the blue line. It's going to be on Ashlyn Stitt with 3:48 to go in the first. First power play of the day for Michigan State. They scored on a power play in the first yesterday. Eileen Carey rips one. It's blocked over the net by Talpic. Good work by Carey to create that shot, but a good save by Talpic. Back to the top of the zone. Carey keeps it in. Flips it up looking for Robleski on the far side, and it's just spirited away by the Bulldogs. 1:35 on the power play, 3:25 on the first period clock. Spartans would absolutely love to find a lead here with this power play near the end of the first period. Clearance is knocked down by Robleski in the center circle. We got a whistle, and you can't do that. 3:11 to go in the first. 1:23 on the power play. Face off in the right circle. Valentina Young versus Kira Motter. Motter wins this battle. Off to Galassini, on to Princeton. Spartans on a run. Princeton, left circle. Princeton turns it back in, and it's cleared away by the Bulldogs, and now here they come in the other way. Gregory, over the blue line. They scored a shorthanded goal last night. Great stop. Spartans get back to it. Huber gets a stick on it. Now coming the other way. Princeton might have something in the right circle. Princeton fires. Shot is blocked off the skate of Talpic, off the boards, on the back of the net. 1 minute to go in the power play. Huber has it. Back to Motter, behind the net. Motter stops, spins, looking for some support. Huber, right circle. Huber tees up, fires. Glove save wide of the net by Talpic. And the Spartans will at least force the face-off. 48 seconds to go in the first. Both goalies standing tall in this first period. Face off. Back to Galassini, top of the zone. Galassini across. Princeton. Galassini, top of the zone again. Missed her. It's going to go all the way back into neutral ice. Spartans will have to reset it. Galassini lost the puck. Coming the other way. Kuzminski in the left circle. Spartans rally defensively and get it out. Huber across the way to Princeton. 3-on-3 if they hurry over the blue line. Princeton going to stop, wait for the support. Gives it up to Motter in the left circle. Motter centers. Galassini skates in, shoots, blocked. Second effort. Oh, that puck was loose and they blew it dead. The Spartans might have had a shot at something, but the referee thought the puck was dead, didn't see it, blew it dead. 18 seconds to go, we'll have a face-off. And never mind. There was a penalty in there. Asher Princeton's going to the bin. We're going to skate 4-on-4 for the next 18 seconds. So somewhere in all of that, Asher Princeton did something that drew the ire of the officials. And the Spartans are going to squander that power play opportunity. We're 4 on 4 for the next 18 seconds, then we'll finish the first period pretty much. And an Adrian power play. That shot is gloved and held by Maddox at the near post. And the clock's still running for some reason. They never noticed that the clock was still running. Now they've finally stopped it. And they need to put some time back on that clock probably. No, they're not going to bother. 1:50 to go in the first period. Face off. Shot from the top is saved by Maddox, and Stitt will re-enter the ice for Adrian with 1:40 to go in the power play, 1:46 to go in the period. Officially a penalty kill now for the Bulldogs. The Spartans went from having an opportunity to take the lead before the break to now they're going to have to fight off a power play for the rest of this first period. Skating behind the net, Eliza Petrosky tries to swing it away. Picked up by Kuzminski in the left circle. Down into the corner. Back to Morris at the top. Across the way, Stitt. Down into the far corner, Haggart. Haggart spinning around. Working it back up to Stitt at the top. Stitt well defended by Ainsley Campbell. Stitt gets away from her. Just working the puck around the perimeter. No shots yet here, since they've gone full 5v4 in the right circle. That shot, one-timer, blocked at the near post by Maddox. A lot of contact behind the net. Picked up by the Bulldogs. Working it back up to Haggart. Spinning around in the far circle. 55 seconds on the power play. Back to Stitt at the top. Haggart down low. Kuzminski in the corner. Spartans compressed shape here, just not letting anything in. Trying to center it. Deflected by the defender. Loose on the far side of the goal. Picked up by Haggart. They'll have to reset it at the top of the zone. Stitt, Haggart in the right circle. Poked away by Michigan State. Campbell baseball swings that one out of there. A C&I single for Ainsley Campbell to get the puck out of the defensive zone. Carey tries to clear it away for Michigan State. 25 seconds. Man, hitting a baseball is hard enough. I can't imagine trying to hit a hockey puck with a hockey stick while it's coming in at waist level. 15 seconds as the Bulldogs try to set something up from behind their own net. Gregory. Two Spartans collide, but they also get a piece of Gregory, and it kicks out wide. Picked up by Stitt over the blue line. 5 seconds on the power play. Dropped off Robinson left circle. Robinson shoots. Knocked down by Maddox. Loose in front. Covered by Maddox. 5 seconds left in the period. And we're back to full strength. Motter will check in the game for Princeton for the last 4 seconds of the period. Left circle face-off. Spartans just trying to make sure nothing crazy happens here in these last few seconds. And they will do just that. Picked up and shot by Gregory, but it's kicked wide by Maddox at the horn, and that's going to do it for the first period. The teams will head to the locker rooms, and we'll take a break ourselves. No score between Michigan State and Adrian, but we got a good one so far. You're watching Michigan State Women's Hockey on Flow Sports, presented by Open Ended Media. We got another 2 minutes until the second period begins here at Munn Ice Arena. We'll be right back for the second period. You're watching Michigan State Women's Hockey on Flow Sports, presented by Open End Media. We're back at Munn Ice Arena, Michigan State Women's Hockey and the Adrian Bulldogs. Period number 2, just seconds away, scoreless after the first 20 minutes. It's been a good one. Adrian opened up with a lot more of the tempo, created the most opportunities in the first 5 minutes. Spartans settled in. They look a lot more comfortable, a lot more even keel over the last 10 minutes or so. Both teams had a penalty that they could not convert. And we're back to full strength as we get period number 2 underway. Hayward, Leonard, Robleski, Anderson, and Carey starting 5 for MSU. Skating right to left across your radio. Green helmets, white shirts, green pants. Face-off taken by the Bulldogs. Sent away by Nadia Nickel behind for a quick icing. Nickel, Ward, Robinson, Gregory, and Turnbull, the lineup for the Bulldogs. Face-off taken by Carey. Carey tries to swing it across Leonard near side. Leonard tees up and fires. Easy glove save. Olivia Topich like catching a fastball, 1944. Face-off taken by Ward. Back to Ward behind the net. Trying to get outside to Robinson. It gets all the way through everybody. Giving chase to it, Gregory trying to get it before Gracie Anderson can get there. Anderson gets the first touch on it. Spartans have it along the far boards, trying to center it. And here they come through the middle. Bulldogs apply some pressure and they get it clear. The ice is going to be faster after the Zamboni goes through. It's a pronounced effect here at Munn Ice Arena. The puck centered from the near side, kicked away by Maddox. Taken away by Schuster behind the net. Tries to skate through some defenders and does. Schuster still with it. Over the blue line, looking for support. Puck is cleared away to the blue line and picked up by the Bulldogs. Here they come the other way. Over the blue line on the left side. Under pressure, poked away by Josie Lindahl. Back up top and turned over. Here comes Michigan State the other way. Huber in the slot. Huber takes it in, shoots, blocked. Toe pitch with another good stop. 18:35 to go. Spartans send it in from the top. It's blocked by Topich again. Genesee Williams trying to get it out. Up over the blue line, into the neutral zone. Along the near boards, sent away by MSU behind the net. Topich will stop it for the Bulldogs. 18:15 to go, second period. No score. Behind the net, Dylan Hubbard. Hubbard sends it along. Bulldogs still in their own zone. Spartans applying the pressure. Pass is picked off, coming the other way. In the left side, Princeton centers, looking for the near post. It's blocked. The second effort is also blocked and covered by Topic. 17:57 to go second period. No score. Spartans creating some chances here in the early goings of the second frame. Face off back to Galassini. Galassini skating through several defenders on the left side, trying to charge in towards the near post. Able to keep it somehow, tries to center it from the far side. It's knocked away, taken away by Haggart. Haggart tries to lift it up over the blue line. It's blocked by Schlee. Back into Rats. Around to Morris. On to Young, trying to get it through. Galassini getting in and poking that puck away. Young still in her own zone. Spartans trying to win the puck. It's deflected back into the middle, picked up by Motter, who sends it in. It's going to be scooped up by Topic. Spartans have to be really happy with how they've come into the second period. A lot of pressure. They've made Topic do a lot of work. I got to imagine that was a point of emphasis during that intermission break. Find ways to keep the puck down here in this end of the ice. Cleared away by the Bulldogs. The Spartans will set it up from the neutral zone. Motter on to Schlee. Swung on and missed. Coming the other way, Bulldogs off the takeaway. 17 minutes to go. Poked away by Motter. Ward. Out to Nickel. Over her own blue line. Pass is picked off by MSU, and they dump it in. They'll get a couple of changes on. Behind the net, Bulldogs. Spartans, all 5 skaters in the attacking zone, trying to win this puck back. Puck is knocked away, picked up in the neutral zone, dumped back in by Fontana. 16:40 to go, clearance. Jumping in off the bench and into the fray immediately is Stitt. Stitt tries to skate through. 3 defenders involved, and Stitt's fouled. They're going to get, I think, Sophia Gibson coming in high with the stick. Great work by Ashlyn Stitt, quite frankly, of maintaining possession through all of that, forcing the Spartans into a mistake. Spartans 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. They'll have to do it again. Face-off immediately cleared away. Good work by Princeton to get in there. Robinson will set it up from the center line, skating all the way in behind the net. Robinson loops it around to the near side. Tries to send it in behind. Spartans playing that compressed formation again. Pass ripped through the middle, misses everybody. Back to the top, Williams. Outside, the shot from the left circle, it deflects behind. Trying to center it again at the near post. Puck gets away behind the net. Trying to spin out of it as Siciliano does and gets it clear into neutral ice. Nickel trying to corral it, puts it over the blue line, I think. I think that's offside, I think is the call. What's going on here? Yes, I believe that is the call, offside. What a move by Nikki Siciliano. Deep in her own end. Spinning around, 360 spin to get away from 2 defenders, and then get the puck clear into neutral ice. And because Nickel couldn't corral it, and now we've got 2 skaters who have gone to the bin. Eliza Petrosky and Taylor Robinson are both in the bin now for Michigan State and Adrian, respectively. It's still going to be 5-on-4. Face-off, 1:18 left on the 5-on-4, or the 5-on-4 power play for MSU. That puck is cleared into the MSU bench while the face-off. Huber, McLucky, Carey, and Galassini. The 4 for Michigan State on the penalty kill unit. Galassini wins the puck, gets it away. 1:05 on the power play. Good pressure there from Mackenzie Huber to win the puck in the attacking zone. Huber trying to freeze the puck along the near boards, and that's 10 seconds killed just from the good pressure from Huber. 50 seconds on the power play. Up the near side, Ashlyn Stitt. On to Haggart. Over the blue line. Haggart spinning around under pressure. Gives it back to Seychel in the left circle. Shot is saved. Excuse me, that was Morris rather. On the attempt. And gloved down and away by Maddox. 36 seconds left on the power play. Face-off in the left circle in the attacking zone for Adrian. Off the drop, working it to the top. Nickel shoots wide, behind the net. Picked up by the Bulldogs, they'll try to recycle it. In the left circle, working it in, the shot and a goal. Valentina Young. And finally, the Bulldogs get their noses in front. With 14:56 to go in the second. Bulldogs lead 1-0. Petrosky and Robinson are still serving their penalties, but it's 5-on-5 once again. 14:45 to go. Bulldogs skating fast here. Genesee Williams leading the way. Williams tries to center. It's kicked away by Maddox. Had a skater right in front of the net. Maddox had to come out and deal with it. It's kicked out wide. Bulldogs skating with a little more energy now that they've seen that first one going. They scored 8 last night. Shot from the right circle by Stitt is saved and held, and a coming together near the near post after the fact. Williams hits the deck. No one seems terribly upset about it. 14:26 to go. Face off. Leonard swings it around behind her own net. Gets it to Yesh on the far side. Abby Yesh tries to get it through the middle offline. Picked up by Ward on the logo. Ward bringing it the other way. Sends it all the way around. Gracie Anderson's there for Michigan State, coming the other way on the far side. Pass is picked off. Lots of contact. Coming up to the near side. Dropped off to Leonard. Leonard passes through to Yesh, trying to get it to the blue line. Can't keep the handle. Haggart picks it up. Both of those penalties are now served. Again, we're still 5-on-5. 13:45 to go, second period. Adrian 1, Michigan State 0. What's been a much better game for the Spartans today than yesterday, but they saw things fall apart in the second yesterday. It was 2-1 after 1. They gave up 5 unanswered in the second period, and that's how the Bulldogs put it away. That shot from the top. Maddox had to make a bit of a meal of that one, kicks it out wide. Behind the net, trying to center, kicked away off the near post. Good work by Princeton to establish position, sliding in front of the player to get in front of the puck, to get it forward. Spartans continue to apply pressure. They win the puck back in the neutral zone. Princeton gets bumped off the puck by Young, the goal scorer. Sent in behind, picked up by Galassini. Galassini rips one into Princeton, takes a high hop off of Princeton's stick, going all the way behind, picked up by the Bulldogs. 12:45 to go in the period. Sent across, has a good pass across to Stitt. Stitt checked hard into the boards by Galassini. Puck loose behind McLucky. McLucky stopping, turning. Galassini still down. Maddox covers the puck, and Galassini has still not gotten up. On a knee, trying to find her balance. And now she's being helped up and skating off on her own power, but not much of it. Really seems to be favoring that right leg. She gets herself over to the bench. It does look like that right leg, right ankle maybe, is bothering her, and she's immediately headed towards, looks like the locker room, or she's going to stop behind the scorer's table, maybe just trying to pace it off, I don't know, trying to walk it out. In any case, back to the action on the ice. We'll get you an update on Galassini if we can get one. Along the far boards goes not Mater, that is Avery Hayward. into the attacking zone for MSU. Lindahl saves it for her. Back to Hayward, right circle. Hayward trying to work her way into the middle. It's poked away, picked up by Turnbull. And sent away through the neutral zone. Under 12 to go in the second. Galassini still has her helmet on, still has her stick. She's standing up at the boards on the MSU bench. We'll see if they actually let her go back in next time her line checks in. Bulldogs trying to set it up from behind. That puck gets away from everybody. Siciliano in the neutral zone. Near side, Campbell. Schuster swings it in behind, all the way behind. Picked up by Hubbard. Hubbard in the far corner, and it's frozen there. 2 Spartans and 3 Bulldogs trying to dig it out. 11:20 to go in the second. Still frozen out there. Still just up against the boards out there. 11:15 to go, right in front of a small cheering section for MSU. Bulldogs finally do get it out here. They come the other way. Williams in the attacking zone. Right circle. Centers. Fires wide. That was a great pass by Williams. The finish was offline. Campbell trying to get it out for MSU. Picked up and sent back in by Adrian. Ward. Picked up behind the net by Leonard. Passes off the stick. Picked up by Kuzminski. Kuzminski dumps it in. Spartans pick it up again. Eileen Carey under pressure and just lifts it out of play. Referee's not letting them make changes. Spartans were going to get a line change in, but they'll have to wait. 10:43 to go, second period. Adrian 1, Michigan State nothing. Valentina Young scoring on a second effort to put the Bulldogs in front just a few minutes ago. That shot from the left side off the face-off by Young again goes wide. Picked up by MSU, trying to get it out of the zone. Bulldogs won't allow it. Young's got it on the near side. Young sends it into the corner, trying to give chase to it. A lot of traffic back there. Picked up by MSU along the rear boards, back to the top of the zone. Down into the corner. All the way in behind it goes. Picked up by Haggart. Haggart tries to backhand one across. It's knocked back to Haggart in the right circle. Haggart spinning in the right circle. Back down behind the net. Trying to work it to that post. It's loose at the top of the crease. Kicked away. Spartans have it. Leonard trying to stick handle her way out of it, tries to get it to Campbell. It's offline, but at least it gets into neutral ice, and the Spartans now will at least get a change on. They're going to get a couple of changes on. McLucky and Reineck into the game now. Coming the other way, Haggart over the blue line. Haggart, halfway through the second period, swung around behind the net. Picked up by Young, draws the double team as the Bulldogs make changes. Spartans trying to get it out of their own zone. Bulldogs continuing to apply the pressure. It's loose in the right circle. Picked up by MSU. Coming the other way, Schlee. Schlee leading the charge 3-on-2 if they hurry. Schlee over the blue line. Schlee still going. Right circle. Sends it in. Deflected wide by Topic. It's loose at the near post. It's knocked around and picked up by the Bulldogs. Back to the top. McLucky shoots. It's kicked wide by Topic. 9:20 to go in the frame. Reineck in the near corner. Under heavy pressure. Cleared away into neutral ice. Picked up by MSU. McLucky. Galassini on the near side. Good to see her back in there skating. Schlee dumps it in. Ward gets there first. Beats Yesh to the puck. Behind her own net. 9 minutes to play in the second. Puck is cleared away. He was trying to get it into someone's stick, but it was offline. Picked up by MSU. This is Siciliano in her own zone. Siciliano along the near boards. Pings off the boards. Loose. Picked up by MSU. Lifted on into the attacking zone. 8:45 to go in the second. Picked up by Ward behind the net. Ward swings it around all the way up and over the rails. Mishandled by Siciliano. Couldn't catch it as it was coming down off the rails into the neutral zone. The Spartans will just swing it in behind once again. Not really on Siciliano. It took a funky hop off those rails. 8:30 to go. Bulldogs trying to work it out of their own zone. A lot of traffic over here on the near boards as they finally get it free. Bulldogs are skating left to right here in the second period. From our perspectives, that one ends up in the bench once more. 8:11 to go, second period. Face off in front of the MSU bench, picked up by Siciliano. Huber trying to get on it for MSU. Taken away, Ava Satial. Sends it away on the far side, gets it into Ashlyn Stitt, swings it around behind. And all the way back, Hubbard. Hubbard tries to get it ahead, poked away by MSU, fighting for it near the blue line on the far side over at the boards. Bulldogs emerge with it, trying to skate it into the center. It's poked off the stick of the attacker, picked up by Lindahl. Lindahl sends it away clear, and it's going to go all the way back into Topic, who's just going to cover it. So the Spartans will at least win a face-off out of the deal. With 7:34 to go in the second period. Bulldogs 1, Spartans 0. Much better second period from the Spartans today than yesterday. We keep going back to that because it's relevant. Brooklyn Maddox got pulled halfway through the second period after giving up a 6th goal. Today, she's been better. Spartans as a whole have been better, but they're still down 1-0 here on their home ice. And Spartans are offside. We'll have another face-off here. This is an Adrian team, 13-6-2 on the season, currently on a 10-game winning streak. Won the CCWHA a season ago, reached the national semifinals. 14-0 in conference a season ago. So the Spartans are up against it, and they know it. So far, for this to be a 1-0 game, something that's still very much within reach for them, so far so good. Puck sent into the near post, but rejected by the Bulldogs. Here they come the other way, 7 minutes to go in the period. Sliding in is Princeton to try to win the puck back, and she does. Leonard, across the way, Schuster. Back to Leonard. Off the boards, Princeton lifts it away clear. Wrapping around the boards behind the net, 6:45 to go as the Spartans make wholesale changes. Pricked off in the front, the shot, Reineck, second effort, goal! The Spartans keep the pressure on. They win the puck in the attacking zone, and Kira Motter puts it away to tie the game. The Spartans have played this high-pressure defense all season. They win the puck in the attacking zone. They create goals that way. And they did that time. Mackenzie Huber got in there to create the pressure initially, took the first shot, and now they got another shot maybe here. Motter shoots and scores again! Kira Motter back-to-back. 2 goals in 16 seconds! It was Olivia Reineck with the finish. Couldn't even get through describing the first goal before they do it again. Almost the exact same thing. They win the puck in the attacking zone and turn it into a goal. And the Spartans go from being down 2-1 or down 1-0 to up 2-1 in 16 seconds. And suddenly it's the Bulldogs who are up against it. What a turn of events for Michigan State. That first goal started with Mackenzie Huber putting on that pressure. She's the one who took that first shot after winning the puck deep in Adrian territory as the Bulldogs shoot. That one's kicked wide. Motter picks it up and just gets it away clear. And Topic is going to watch it go for icing. The second goal, the pressure led to a loose puck. And Reineck just skated up to it, one-timed it with the wrist. 5:38 to go in the second, and the Spartans lead it 2-1. Face-off in the attacking zone for the Bulldogs. Haggart swings it around. Back to the top of the zone. Kicked wide by Maddox on that shot. Asher Princeton trying to win the puck. It's sent back in from the right side and covered by Maddox. Morris on the attempt. 5:13 to go. Interested to see how this Adrian team responds. on a 10-game winning streak, including last year, 22 straight wins in the CCWHA. And right now, the Spartans lead them 2-1 in the second period. Campbell dumps it in. Bulldogs get there first. They'll come the other way. 4:50 to go in the second. Skating on in, the shot at ricochets off the helmet, I think, of Maddox. Turnbull took it all the way into the slot and fired hard. We got a whistle. Puck bounced off of someone on the Adrian bench and back into play. Turnbull skated right on in and ripped a fastball right at Brooklyn Maddox. I think it hit off the top of her helmet. Always wear your helmets, kids. 4:35 to go, second period. Shot from the top, and Maddox will this time just clutch it in the chest. And it'll force another face-off. All the way across, Eileen Carey. Carey sends it in, deflected away, down into the corner. Picked up by Robinson, skating around with it, lost it, trying to pick it back up, and she does. Now she's leading away over the blue line on the other side. Robinson trying to charge in from the left circle, turned aside by Carey, trying to reset the play. Spartans read that well, and they get it into neutral ice. 4 minutes to go in the second. Spartans up 2-1. McLucky tries to get it away, at least into neutral ice, and she does. Seychel gives it up to Stitt behind the net. Spartans get there, McLucky on it. Galassini trying to get it ahead. Gets it to Hayward, gets bumped off her, picked up by Stitt. Just sends it away long, in behind. It'll go for icing with 3:28 to go in the second. Spartans were not scared. They dropped an 8-1 game last night. Did not play well. That was the consensus. It wasn't that this Adrian team was that much more than they could handle. It was they didn't play well. They knew that if they played their best game, they could compete with this team. And they came in today determined to do just that, and so far so good. They fell behind. They didn't get scared. They didn't panic after conceding that first goal. And now they find themselves up 2-1. Sent in from the top of the zone. It's knocked away. And we got a whistle and a foul, I think. Going to be on Adrian. And in fact, it will be on Adrian. .3:12 to go in the second. And the Spartans now with another opportunity here. Wroblewski fires, knocked down in the slot. Picked up by Carey, back to Leonard at the top. Leonard sends it on in, looking for a redirect at the top of the zone, or top of the crease, rather. Worked out to the top of the zone and cleared away. Leonard having to give chase as she missed it. Kuzminski trying to get there first. Carey beats her to the puck for Michigan State. 100 seconds left on the power play. Turned over by Wroblewski. Picked up by Haggart. Haggart in the right circle shoots. They did score a shorthanded goal yesterday. This is a Adrian team that's still potent even when they're down a skater. Wroblewski tries to get it away. Kuzminski lost the stick making the block. In the neutral zone. Flicked on ahead by Wroblewski. 1:15 in the power play. Leonard in her own zone, trying to set something up here. Along the near boards, pass is picked off by Ward. Ward leading the charge in the right circle. Shot is blocked. Behind the net it goes. Worked outside to Motter. 1 minute gone. Huber, Princeton. Princeton sends it along all the way around. Huber is there to pick it up on the near boards. Checked hard into the boards. Motter tries to center it. Picked off in the left circle. Cleared away again. 45 seconds left on the power play. Adrian doing a very good job defending this. Off to Huber on the near side. Huber tries to center, just missed everybody. And Dylan Hubbard picks it up for the Bulldogs, trying to get it ahead. Flicked on in the neutral zone, taken away by Huber. Passing to Motter. Motter on the right side, scored the equalizer earlier. Motter behind the net, skating, back to Princeton. Princeton to the top. Galassini, lots of open ice, tees up, fires, blocked. 15 seconds left on the power play. You can't leave Mia Galassini with that much space, or she will send something in there and make your goalie work. Galassini on to Princeton. 5 seconds on the power play. Princeton dumps it in. There's a glove that's loose in the Adrian end as we get back to full strength. Turnbull passes on ahead. Dumped along the boards, trying to keep it in the left circle. Trying to center it in the left circle. Poked away. Picked up by Adrian in the left circle. Sent it across again. Cleared away by MSU. 50 seconds left in the period. Taryn Morris tries to find Rats with the puck, but offers stick. Spartans rally to it defensively. Frozen along the far boards. 35 seconds. Bulldogs emerge with it. Here they come. Turnbull skating over the blue line. Turnbull sends it in, covered and held by Maddox. 30 seconds exactly on the clock. Michigan State 2, Adrian 1. 2 goals in 16 seconds. Kira Motter and Olivia Reineck going back-to-back for MSU. And that's the difference right now. Face-off, Leonard behind the net along the boards. Sent through the neutral zone, 20 seconds. Picked up by Morris. Bulldogs trying to make one more charge here before the second intermission. Morris behind her own net. Off to Stitt, 10 seconds. Passes offline. Spartans trying to skate to it. Stitt chasing after it, 5 seconds. Picked up by MSU, and Anderson's just going to try to keep this one on the boards, and that'll be enough for the second period to expire. The Adrian Bulldogs on upset alert. It's been 2 years since they've lost a game in the CCWHA. Spartans 20 minutes away. They lead 2-1. We'll take a break for the second intermission. We'll be back for the third period. Michigan State Women's Hockey on Flow Sports, presented by Open Ended Media. Hello everyone and welcome back to Mun Ice Arena. Michigan State 2, Adrian 1. Spartans trying to pull off an upset and hand Adrian its first conference loss in 2 years. Before we resume, I want to say a quick word. Stephen Dimitri, Michigan State superfan and supporter of MSU women's hockey, passed away this week after a long battle with cancer. He was a pretty common sight here at Mun Ice Arena, both for the men's games and the women's games. If you went to an MSU game, it was very likely he was there too. Stephen Dimitri, we appreciate you so much, dude. We're going to miss you. Thank you for all your support for MSU women's hockey over the years. Third period underway. Spartans skating left to right across your screen, trying to close out what would be a huge upset, something that could really shake up the rankings in ACHA women's hockey. Skating ahead, Hayward. In the right circle, gets tripped up. Taken away by Williams. Trying to skate the other way with it for Adrian. Dumps it along the boards. Denied. Lots of contact. Spartans able to poke it clear and into neutral ice, Hayward. Hayward leading the way. Surrounded by Bulldogs, taking it all the way in. Tries to get it in towards the goal. Nothing there. The Bulldogs take over. Pass across is knocked away by Lindahl, excuse me. Siciliano dumps it off the boards and in behind. 1 minute gone in the third period. MSU 2, Adrian 1. Motter off the boards. Taken away by Adrian. Here they come the other way. Robinson under duress. Drops it off. Seychel across to Turnbull. Sends it all the way across into the near corner. Knocked up in the air. Motter is there. Trying to turn on it. Behind the net. Siciliano. Gets it ahead. Motter leading the way. Lifts it on in. Knocked away. 18 and 20 to go. Back to Schuster in her own zone. Spartans trying to work the puck ahead. Princeton on the near side. Bumped into the boards. Fighting for it in front of the MSU bench. It works back into the Adrian zone where the Bulldogs will try to build an attack. Behind the net, loose puck picked up by MSU. Princeton gets it away. Into neutral ice. Rats across the way. Under 18 to play. Spinning away and trying to get it ahead is Haggart. Behind the net it goes. Picked up by MSU. Anderson. In the left circle, Haggart skating down towards the goal line. Tries to center it. It's blocked. Loose outside the crease, and the referee didn't see it. He thought it was covered again. And he blows it dead. Michigan State was definitely on the puck that time. It'll just go for a face-off. Hard living being a referee. Face-off. Anderson. Lost it. Rats across the way at the top of the zone. Hooked into the corner. Valentina Young, who got the goals going in the second period. Can't keep it. It's poked away clear by Eileen Carey. 17 and a quarter to go in the third. Spartans leading 2-1. Trying to make amends for an 8-1 defeat at the hands of this Adrian team last night. Sent in behind the net, picked up by the Bulldogs there. Spartans, once again, they're playing at high defensive pressure. Schlee tries to disrupt the pass. Kuzminski tries to get it ahead and does. Skating over the blue line. Trying to spin on it is Young. She's dispossessed. Given away by Michigan State, but won right back by Reineck, who made a great play there. Lost the puck for a brief second, but stayed on it, won it back, is able to get it into neutral ice and force Adrian to rebuild. 16 and a half to go third period. Lost at the goal line, trying to swing around to the near post. Spartans rallying defensively. They got 4 bodies between the skater and the goal. and they force it back to the top. That puck is kicked wide. In the left circle, looking for help back to Nickel. Nickel, down into the corner, trying to center it. The shot is blocked. Spartans have it, trying to skate free. Reineck onto Motter, the 2 goal scorers. Motter dumps it along. Behind the net it goes. Brenna Ward, under 16 to go in the third. Trying to push it through the neutral zone, picked off after the turnover by Stitt. Princeton sends it on its way, knocked around by the defender. Behind the net, Huber gets their first for MSU in the left circle. Huber turning, working it to the top of the zone. Hand is in the air, penalty coming up. Princeton rips it off the boards. Spartans get the extra skater on the ice. Schuster, under pressure, finally lost the puck, but the Spartans are going to have a power play with 15:29 to go. It's going to be on Stitt, her second stint in the sin bin. Face off. Carey fires wide. Siciliano tries to get it in. Hayward can't keep it, has to work it back out into the corner. Hayward, Wrobleski in the left side in the corner. Wrobleski works it down behind. Hayward behind the net. Back to Wrobleski in the far corner. They'll work it back up to the top. Leonard will set up the offense. Back into Wrobleski left circle. Wrobleski flicks it behind. Hayward trying to jam it in at the near post. Loose puck. Behind the net. Picked up by Adrian. Skating free, Robinson into neutral ice. Robinson still on it, trying to kill some time, but also put some pressure on. Has a shot that got deflected. Maddox kicks it wide. Spartans have it now, Wrobleski, 1:20 in the power play. On to Siciliano, who thumps it along the boards behind, and the Spartans will get a change on. Galassini, Huber, and McLucky all in the game now, along with Princeton and Hayward, who's applying the pressure in the attacking zone. Puck is cleared away by Morris. 1 minute on the power play. 14 and a half in the third period. Got to continue to play aggressive if you're Michigan State. It's a turnover in their own zone. Huber lost it to Gregory. Gregory behind the net, couldn't get a good look at it. That clearance is poked away. It's loose, and diving to make the stop is Maddox. Behind the net it goes. Spartans trying to scramble it clear. Huber finally gets it away. Opportunistic attacking from the Bulldogs. They scored a shorthanded goal yesterday. This time, Maddox diving, poking the puck away to keep the net clean in this third period. No opportunity to rest if you're Michigan State. 35 seconds left on the power play. Shot, McLucky off the face-off. It's kicked wide off the save. Topic having herself a fine game. Was beaten twice in 16 seconds in the second period. That's the difference. Galassini under heavy pressure. Has a defender right in her hip pocket. Gets brought to the ice. Loose at the blue line. Still managing to keep it somehow is Haggart. As the Bulldogs clear the puck one more time. And that should just about get us back to full strength. 13 and a half to go as the fifth skater jumps off the bench for the Bulldogs, and Stitt immediately getting back into the fray, coming out of the box. Behind the net it goes to Nickel, 13:20 on the clock. Across the ice, offline, Leonard gets there first for MSU off the bounce. Into neutral ice. Picked up by Hayward. Leonard rather, who dumps it along. 13 minutes to go. Yeah, if you're Michigan State, you've got to find a way. You've got to keep this pressure on. You have to continue to play your game. It's very tempting to just start watching the clock, and you can't do that. This is too potent of an Adrian team. Adrian trying to set something up in the attacking zone. It's poked away, and Hayward muscles it back into the attacking zone for MSU, where the Bulldogs will try to reset. Back into neutral ice, over the blue line, picked up by Michigan State Siciliano. Wrobleski, 12 and a half to play. Wrobleski lifts it on in, where it'll be gloved by Topic. Huber, Lindahl, Princeton, Schuster, Siciliano, the 5 for MSU. 12:25 left in this game. Princeton in the right circle off the faceoff. Dumped in behind. Picked up by Morris, who gets it away around the outside. Pass in the middle, picked off by Schuster in the attacking zone, and deflected back out into neutral ice. The Spartans will send it around behind. 12-10 to go. Gregory lost it. Princeton is right there. Turnbull. Gets it away to Nickel. Down the boards to Gregory. The Spartans have kept her in check after she had a great game last night. Back to the top of the zone off the defense by MSU, and it's going to go all the way back into Adrian's own end. That pass off the boards, just escaping the stick of a defender. Poked into the attacking zone. Spartans put it back into neutral ice. Bulldogs trying to rebuild from there. Skating around with it. Kuzminski works her way into the attacking zone, looking for the support to come in from off the bench. Kuzminski poked away by Galassini. 11.5 to go. Back to the top, Ward. Ward around the boards. Behind the net it goes. Looking for the puck, looking for the center, and that's picked off. The entry pass taken away by Yesh. Yesh, surrounded by 4 Bulldogs, just lifts it on away. Ward is back to it. 11:05 to go. Trying to get it out of their own zone. Off the defender, Kuzminski now with it. Kuzminski over the blue line, trying to center it. Does. Skating on in. Maddox pokes it away. The second ever block by Maddox. Out wide. Back to the top of the zone. Hubbard couldn't keep it over the blue line. It went back into neutral ice. She tried to get it back in, but it is offside with 10:52 to go. This is a result that the ACHA women's hockey world would take massive notice of. As the puck works its way into Maddox, who covers it. 10:44 to go. We'll have another faceoff. Faceoff taken by the Bulldogs. Worked into the corner behind the net. Frozen back there, picked up by MSU. They're going to work it out. Wrobleski over the blue line. Has some space. Works over into the attacking zone. Poked away from her. Picked up by Stitt. And here come the Bulldogs the other way. They got something here, maybe on the outside. Williams. Pass to her was poked by Leonard. They work it back to the top of the zone. Behind the net. Trying to jam it at the near post. It's cleared. Top of the crease. Second effort, no dice. Back to the top. Hubbard shoots wide, and the goal came off. Maddox trying to stretch to make the play at the bottom corner on the near post. Bumped the net off its supports. .10:03 to go, third period. Adrian making a full change here. Face off in the left circle. Cleared by Michigan State to the top of the zone, where it's picked up by Rats, who keeps it in, tries to center. It's loose there, picked up, shot by Gregory is saved. 9:56 to go in the third. We're into single-digit minutes here. As the Spartans try to hold off the Bulldogs and pull off the upset. Face off. Taken Rats. Sends it in. Gloved by Maddox, who then knocks it out of the air and covers it. Didn't catch it cleanly, but she gets on it to stop the play. Face off. Gregory, one-timer wide. Reineck with it. Michigan State gets it away. Trying to get it into Motter. It's away from her. 9:40 to go. Here's Rats. Pushed up against the boards. Spartans trying to dig it out. Fontana's there. Still in front of the Spartan bench, trying to dig it out. 9.5 to go. Turnbull gets it away, but a good stop there by Petrosky and cleared away by Michigan State. Topich forced to settle it, and the Spartans win the puck in the attacking zone. Princeton with the pressure. Princeton on the far side. Siciliano shoots, looking for a redirect. Behind the net it goes. Was trying to get Campbell in the crease. 9 minutes to go. Lifted away by Morris. And the Spartans will start it from behind their own net, 8:50 to go. Cross the ice, trying to get it to Huber. Immediately there's pressure. Huber draws the double team, lost it. Bulldogs have it in the attacking zone, cleared away by MSU. Ward will have to reset the play in neutral ice. Nickel backhands it all the way down the boards into the corner. Behind the net, Siciliano. Pass to the near side, Princeton. Princeton working into the corner. Princeton bumped hard into the boards. Big hit by Nickel, and Princeton's still down. Princeton getting up slowly. Bulldogs with the puck. Trying to skate through. 8 1/4 to go. Dumped in from neutral ice. McLucky back there trying to get it for Michigan State, but it's picked up by Adrian instead. A lot of contact there at the blue line as the Spartans try to poke it out. Stitt, center, shot, blocked by Maddox out wide. 8 minutes to go. Spartan defense gets in there and pokes it away. The shot from the top is well wide. Picked up by Williams, who tries to wrist one in towards the near post. Off the rear boards, outside, picked up by the Bulldogs. Also there, Stitt. In the right circle, battling for the puck. Spartans get it clear. 7.5 to go. Icing is the call. Spartans had won 5 in a row before losing to Adrian last night. They're 7-4 in CCWHA play, which is good, but you're not quite as safe as you'd like to be. Trying to get it in from the top is Rats. It's blocked by the defense. Second effort is blocked. Third effort is blocked and cleared away. 7:20 to go. Morris picks it up for the Bulldogs in her own zone. Bulldogs probably going to start eyeing that clock with a little more anxiety than they were at the start of the period. Back to Morris. Skating along the far side. Dumped in behind, picked up by MSU at the 7-minute mark. Cleared away by Anderson. Schlee got a piece of it with the glove, has to chase after it, but she couldn't get enough of it, and it goes out for icing, 6:52 to go. Deb Bellino done a great job working with this group. They're playing really good hockey here in November, December. Last night, a bump in the road. They've recovered from it extremely well. Now trying to right things and split this series with league-leading Adrian. Dumped in behind. Spartans try to swing it around the boards. Back to the top of the zone. Dump back in. Good pressure from MSU. Picking up the puck is Schleed. Gets it back up to the top of the zone. Picked off by the Bulldogs. Gregory trying to center it. Leonard is there to play defense. Centered. Shot wide. The attempt by the captain Turnbull. Spartans on the puck. Motter skating. Just dumps it away. Motter scored the goal to tie it. She was followed up 16 seconds later by Olivia Reineck, and that's why it's 2-1. 6 minutes to go. The Bulldogs try to get it ahead. Passes offline, picked up by Motter. Excuse me, that was Lindahl, rather. Lindahl tries to get it to Motter, picked up by the Bulldogs in their own zone, under 6 to play. On the outside, Reineck. Frozen along the boards, trying to keep it there. Trying to work it into the attacking zone. She's tripped up, puck taken away by the Bulldogs. 5:44 to go. Behind the net it goes. Lindahl gets there first for MSU in her own zone. Tries to stop and turn, draws the double team. Works it through, trying to get it to Reineck. Reineck gets by one, swings and misses at the puck. Picked up by the Bulldogs, Kuzminski. Tries to center it, blocked by the defender. 5.5 to go out in the corner. Trying again, Siciliano's there to block it. Trying to muscle it through the boards. The Spartans finally get it into neutral ice. Princeton in possession. Princeton dumps it. Coming out of her net to deal with it, Topich. 5:10 to go. On the outside, trying to center it. Picked off by Huber. Knocked away at least. Rats picks it up. Coming the other way. Excuse me, that's Seychel rather. Dumped in behind by the Bulldogs. Big hit by Seychel into the boards. Stitt picks it up on the far side. Back to the top. Morris tries to send it in, blocked by the defender again. Spartans keeping bodies between the puck and the goal, and here comes Schuster on the right side. Schuster skating all the way in behind, looking for some support. Gets bumped off the puck. Bulldogs couldn't find the puck for a second. Now they get it into neutral ice, picked up by Princeton. Princeton on to McLucky. McLucky skating over the blue line, tees up, fires, blocked wide. 4.5 to go. Huber couldn't keep it. Back to Galassini at the top. Galassini lifts it high off the boards. All the way in behind it goes. 4:20 to go. Nickel behind the net. Nickel will skate it out. Pass ahead. Good defensive work there by Galassini to poke it free. Williams picks it up. Trying again, and we got a whistle. And we're offside. 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Spartans trying to hold on. Face off. Spartans have it at their own blue line. Siciliano splits the defenders, looking for Yesh. It's knocked away and taken away by Nickel, but the Spartans rally back to it and pick it up. They at least get it into neutral ice. Nickel picks it up for the Bulldogs. Nickel pass ahead. Gets it in to Robinson, who can't keep the puck. Spartans swinging around behind their own net in an attempt to get it out, and they do. Nickel couldn't handle it. And the Bulldogs have to reset. 3:40 to go. Nickel. Pass ahead is poked back in by Schlee. Bulldogs behind their own net. 3:35 left. Pass is picked off in the attacking zone by Carey. Couldn't keep it. 3.5 to go. But the Spartans have it. Siciliano centers. Kicked wide off the attempt there. Blocked by Topic. 3:20 to go. In the corner. One back by Michigan State trying to center, but that pass is picked off. Coming the other way, the Bulldogs. Gregory tries to center. On the logo. Skating is Robinson. Siciliano gets in the way. Robinson dumps it in. They're going to make changes. 3:10 left. Siciliano swings it around. Spartans in their own zone. Reineck pass picked off in the right circle. Shot high. A good look for the Bulldogs. They couldn't get it to go. Young looking for her second. Under 3 to go. Puck's behind the net. Hayward gets in there and wins it. Reineck. Siciliano's on it and just gratefully gets it clear. And now we're approaching pull your goalie time for the Bulldogs. We'll see how aggressive they get here. 2:40 to go. Spartans have it at their own blue line after the Bulldogs attack fizzles, and they're going to clear it behind the net. Topic is back there. Seychel tries to get it away around the boards. McLucky picks it up, sends it back in the attacking zone. Spartans trying to keep the pressure on here. The more time the puck spends up here, the better for them. And also, the Bulldogs can't pull their goalie when the puck is all the way back here. Bulldogs trying to set up some kind of possession, but Schuster gets in the way. Schuster continues to put the pressure on. Bulldogs finally get it into neutral ice. 2 minutes to go, but picked off by MSU. Skating around with it. Princeton leading the way on the right side. Princeton skates all the way behind, tries to center it, and it's covered by Topic. 1 minute, 54 seconds left in the game. This is a win that would register on the Richter scale in ACHA women's hockey. The Spartans 2 minutes away. Carey shoots off the face-off. It's wide. Siciliano picks it up, tries to send it in behind. 1:45 to go. Spartans still keeping the pressure on. Bulldogs have to work out of their own area. Pass is picked off in the neutral zone. Carey lifts it on clear. Topic has to kick it wide. Ward. 1:35 to go. Adrian would love to pull their goalie here, but the Spartans keep the pressure on. They've made it impossible for them to do so. Through the neutral zone, Stitt lost it. Siciliano keeping the pressure on. Gives it back to Williams. Goalie's pulled. Williams behind the net. 6 skaters for Adrian. Williams centered. Shot. Blocked. 1:15 to go. Out into the corner, Siciliano. Picked up by Stitt. Back to the top, Ward. Ward sends it in. Knocked down in the circle. Cleared out wide to the near corner. 1:05 on the clock. Robinson. And it's cleared away by MSU. It's going to go all the way in behind. 1 minute to go. And icing. 58 seconds left. Leonard, Hayward, Yesh, Siciliano, Carey. That's the 5 for MSU, and the Bulldogs call timeout. Brendan Robor having a conversation with his squad. Today's game is presented by Open-Ended Media, Michigan's full-service media company, real estate media, event photography, videography, and sports broadcasting. Everything you need for your event, your team, or your listing, openendedmedia.com. Michigan State 2, Adrian 1, 58 seconds away from a huge upset in the CCWHA. Spartans lost 8-1 last night. Off the faceoff, Bulldogs behind the net. Robinson to the near side. Back to the top, at the blue line. Shot by Nickel is blocked. Spartans get it clear, 45 seconds. It ricochets off the boards. It's gonna go wide of the net, 40 seconds to go, out for icing. You can feel the tension. You're so close. And now Yesh has to return to the ice. They didn't complete the change before the icing was called, so Yesh has to stay out there instead of Princeton. 40 seconds to go. Siciliano off the drop. 35 seconds on the far boards. Behind the net it goes. Trying to center it all the way to the top. The shot by Nickel is blocked. 25 seconds. Nickel has it on the near side. Into the corner. Nickel centers. It's all the way through. 20 seconds to go. On the far boards, trying to send it into the middle. Picked up by Michigan State. Cleared to the top of the zone. 15 seconds. Robinson turns. Rips one in. It's wide of Nickel. Picked up by Stitt. 9 seconds. Tries to center. Behind the net. Stitt centers again. Spartans get it clear. Knocked down to the blue line. 4 seconds. 3, 2. The shot by Stitt is wide. The Spartans win. Michigan State pulls off the mammoth upset and ends Adrian's 2-year winning streak in the CCWHA. What an incredible win. They don't get bigger in the regular season of the ACHA, in the CCWHA, than knocking off the Adrian Bulldogs. A hard-fought match. 2 goals in 16 seconds, and that was the difference. This is usually where you do the 3 stars of the game, and man, I don't know how. Spartans needed everyone today. The goal scorers, Kira Motter, Olivia Reineck, and Brooklyn Maddox, after a rough game yesterday, comes in and plays 60 of the best minutes she's played all year. There are your stars. But they needed everyone. Avery Hayward, Mackenzie Huber, Asher Princeton, all had great games. Mia Galassini. They needed every bit, and they got everything they needed out of every one of those players, and they pull off a huge win, upsetting the top team in the CCWHA. This is a Spartans team that has big dreams, and this kind of win can validate those dreams. That's going to do it for us. Michigan State 2, Adrian 1, that's your final. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next time. You've been watching Michigan State Women's Hockey on Flow Sports. For all of us at Open-Ended Media, for my producer, Caleb Lewis, I'm Colton Wesley. Once again, Michigan State 2, Adrian 1. You've been watching Michigan State Women's Hockey on Flow Sports, presented by Open-Ended Media.